First sound check test of the new voice recorder.
The new cell phone. Good afternoon, Chicago.
Good afternoon, Chicago. All right.
You'll find yourself sitting on Twitch. Now you wanna scratch that comedy itch. Now you see this show with three goofy guys. So you figure it and give it a try. Triple Team with Handsome Naked is live on Twitch. Chicago for real.
Wow.
Hey,
I mean,
I wish we could just capture that 2 seconds before you realized you were on she had brought you into the room.
I mean, that was like a Formula One race car on the starting line. Brad was just like,
and go.
I like to be like ready to jump in at any given moment.
And that's what we love about you.
Already heard from smiling.
I know. I'm so excited, Brad. The new intro song sounds amazing.
Yeah.
This is our first live show on Twitch.
Yes. Who are we? Wait, who are we?
We're Handsome Naked.
We're a comedy rap group from Chicago. Got together in 2013.
Yeah.
We put out 7 albums.
Yeah.
You can go check them out on all the places you listen to music. We have about 40 music videos on YouTube.
Look, listen, here's the thing. Here's what you really need to know. Here's how it breaks down. I'm the charming one. I'm the really funny one. I'm the talent. I'm kind of the energy. I'm kind of everything that's good. And Chucho brings a certain stalwartiness to the table.
Stalwartiness is my contribution.
You're stalwarty. And then Brad is, of course, our producer and DJ extraordinaire. Brad is an amazing DJ and producer, and he runs his own studio. And we're lucky to have him.
Oh, well, you're too nice.
Well, I figured we'd get a little intro in for everybody because we do have a show to do.
I guess.
I mean, we don't have to start right this second, but we have a show to do. I know people are still filing in.
Dude, where was the first time we did this show? Because the first time we did the show was really awesome.
The first time we ever did the show, it was a part of a larger show at the Lincoln Lodge, the brand new Lincoln Lodge in Chicago. We did it at a sold-out show. We interviewed the hilarious Jake Knoll. And I think that was our first ever version of Triple Team.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It was, referred to as doing the most at that time.
Doing the most. And now we're, 13 episodes later, and we have our hilarious guest at Towns today, which is going to be very fun.
First time live, and we got a guest
that actually matters.
Yeah, a guest that matters? Yeah, that's
a guest that matters, even though Brad has already told us that he personally hates our guest.
Let me clarify.
Brad hates our guest.
I very much enjoy Ed, okay? I don't want anybody to think that I don't, and that's all I'm going to say about it. That's all.
Well, should we bring Ed on? Or should
we let's bring him on to refute that fact.
Yeah, let's bring Ed on. Let's bring Ed onto the stream, everybody. Ed Towns!
Making your way up to the stage. Wait, you're sitting at home, so what could this be? It's the interview part of the show.
That makes sense.
It's the interview part of the show.
Oh, here we go.
We know the interview part is the show. Just multiplied by 3. 3-headed interview. Yeah, with Ed Towns.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome our amazing guest, Ed Towns, producer of one of the longest running and most critically acclaimed stand-up showcases in the whole country, Comedians You Should Know. And also the very popular Chicago open mic that has a Life at the Apollo type of a feel, trigger warning, which is also a really good time. Ed is a hilarious comedian and a producer.
And a guy that I know really well.
That Brad just has told us that he hates.
Go fuck yourself, Brad.
Yeah.
So we're doing, just to give the audience inside the curtain peek, we were doing tech sound just to make sure all the sound was working for the podcast. And Brad was like, all pretentious, like, hey, are you in Chicago? I'm like, yeah. He's like, interesting. Like, I'm beneath them or some shit like that. I'm all right.
Brad is so polite.
I showed my wife that clip on NBC's Bring the Funny, and she loved you guys. And that's the respect I get from this podcast I show up on.
I just love that our first live podcast, the first words out of our guest's mouth were "fuck you, Brad."
Oh my God. Oh, speaking of which, go ahead. Shout out Kevin Kellum.
Oh, he's there.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
He
So,
said,
yeah, I want to start that trend. So I want you guys to keep it going. Try to have the guests to go fuck yourself, Brad. The first words out their mouth from here on out.
Hey, listen. This is the exciting part. You're going to get a chance to have your revenge on Brad during the show. I promise you.
Oh, I'm going to take full advantage of it.
Okay, good. All right, so I've introed Ed. But Chucho, why don't you tell him how the show works?
in a second. I feel like saying "fuck you, Brad" could be like, you know, how SNL now they're starting to leave, the hosts are starting to leave sticky notes for the next host. That can be like the thing that you leave to our next guest.
Oh yes,
is you know, saying "fuck you, Brad." And I think next week is going to be Dave Hellum, so that should be easy sell to get him to say.
Yeah,
fuck
he
you,
should.
Brad.
He should have no issue with that.
Yeah.
No, the thing is, I don't think there will be any comedians who have an issue with starting a show by saying "fuck you" to one of the hosts. I think people will love that.
No, not one host, just you, Brad. Let's be very clear.
So the moral of the story: fuck you, Brad. Got it. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. The nice one of us, we have to show the most hostility towards, for sure.
Yeah, you have to wake up and choose violence against Brad.
I mean, yeah, that's
I can handle.
I do think that's what it is, because I got a fuck you to Chucho and Eric at least 20 times over. That's our first time talking, so we got to make up some ground, but, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I feel like a little bit honored. Because if I would have said, "Hey, nice to meet you. We've never met before," and you were like, "Hey, man, nice to meet you too. You're a super cool guy," I'd be up kind of put back. But like, you'd be like, "Hey, fuck you, man." I'm like, he gets it.
He gets it. I mean, but here's the thing: we don't know exactly if he gets it yet or not. We don't know how he's going to respond to being triple teamed. If he's going to be able to find the open man.
Yeah, honestly, it's going to be great to see how you handle this pressure situation, Ed, to see if you're a primetime player.
Why don't you explain the situation to him, Chucho?
Should I explain it now?
Yeah.
Hand in the face.
Yeah.
Hand in the face.
Look at that.
Try to take a shot, dude. Try to take a shot.
And about the hands, about the position of the court.
Attaboy! Ed's going to be fine.
No.
Hand down, man down, raise up.
Ed's going to be fine.
So, look, this is triple teamed with Handsome Naked. The show premise is we're going to have rounds of questions. Each round, all three of us, Brad, Eric, and I, will all ask you a question. You choose which one of those questions that you will answer. We also might have some questions coming in from the chats that we'll throw your way. That
Drop us your question in the chat if you got questions.
If you guys have good questions, throw them our way.
The only thing that you have to know is that if you answer Brad, or if you choose to answer Brad's question, he will play the piano and you will have to sing your answer.
Yeah, that's a must.
My questions are generally pretty easy, so you have to sing them.
Cool. I mean, that's basically it.
Okay, I get it.
You don't sound
well. You know, I like the harder questions. No. I like the harder. Yeah, I get it. I like the way you try to kill my career by the first podcast you guys do is live. I will get canceled this podcast.
That's our goal.
That's what we bring on for a guest. You know that loudmouth comedian? That loudmouth comedian on Facebook that likes pissing people off? Yeah, throw him out there.
I love it.
You should have went with Jake first. Jake is smart, politically correct, knows how to do everything. You're gonna throw me to the
and I know him for sure too.
Right.
I know him really well.
Oh man, I love it.
Yeah, shout out to Wendy.
Yeah, shout out Wendy. Ed is hilarious, but we're about to find out how adept he is at being triple teamed.
Yeah.
Round one.
All right. So, you ready? You ready for this, Ed?
Sure, let's do it.
So you'll get to hear all three questions, and then you pick which one you want to answer. My first round question is this: do you like cilantro?
All right.
Okay, Chucho.
I'm gonna say, what is something weird or abnormal that you are scared of or were scared of as a child?
All right, mine. You just committed a murder, okay? Crime of passion, thrill kill. It was a total stranger. Where are you stopping to get fast food before you dump the body? And what's your order?
All right, so I'm going to go with Eric's question. And the backstory going with Eric's question is just because I want to murder half the comedy scene right now.
Yes.
Because I haven't been able to tell mean shit to their face.
Yes.
Because their arrogance is getting out of control. There's no audience to shit on them. So let's clarify. Fast food. What are we talking about? The run of the mill, or can I get more open, like a quick Italian beef place?
I mean, look, you have a body in the car. You got a body in the car, so wherever you want to go.
Explain how you murdered them and go all the way through.
You also have to explain how you murdered them too. That's true.
Yes.
All right, sticking on the theme. I choked them to death with a mic. I left the mic cord behind as a message to all the other head comedians, so you can see my
Naturally.
bodies in the trunk. Right. I'm going to Johnny's Beach in Elmwood Park.
Nice.
Oh.
Reason why? Because I'm definitely leaving the city, so I gotta drive west.
Yeah.
And they have the best Italian beef in the Chicagoland area. Fuck Al's or anything else. Johnny's Beef in Elmwood Park is the best place. And
So
But your mistake is driving west, because in a murder situation they're not going to get like the feds involved immediately or anything like that. So all you need to do is cross the state border. So you need to go north and cross that Wisconsin border. Then you can head west.
All these comics,
out of Illinois.
all these comics have relatives that love them. It would be a known missing person right away.
But they still doesn't mean a national.
Nah.
Search.
You can murder 50% of the comedy scene. No one would give a fuck. No one would give a fuck. Don't you notice is the open micer is waiting to get up on stage. It's like, man, I'm only waiting like 15 minutes before I do my spot. That's it.
Oh my god. There'd be a bunch of new open micers that are pissed they didn't get killed because it would feel like they didn't get accepted the way the rest of the scene got accepted.
They're like seeing the post about the person. They're like, how did they?
And I should have been out last night. I would have gotten murdered.
I'm a loner, so I often wonder how long after I was murdered would people actually start to worry? Because if people didn't talk to me for like a month, they'd be like, that's just Chucho being Chucho. Like, can I get to like a year before anyone was like, where is this dude?
Wait, I have another question for you, Ed. So you're getting a beef before you dump the body. Are you getting it dipped? Are you getting a dipped beef before you dump the body? Or are you going to eat it right?
In fact, have you guys ever been to Johnny's Beef?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you know, it's not a drive-through place. So I'm super comfortable with this dead body in my car.
That's what I'm saying. Are you getting like mop sticks or
I gotta
fries?
get out the car and wait in line.
Yeah.
You might like drive through a car wash. You're going to like stop at a Radio Shack and get a phone battery, whatever.
If you go through a car wash before you dump the dead body, like, wow.
I could see Ed having the balls for that.
But also, who's looking in your car during a car wash? You're sitting locked up with all the stuff being thrown on you.
Oh, man, I love that question 1 of episode 1 is murder.
Yeah, I mean, all my questions are about killing or sex or sexual attractions.
Yeah, do we want to move on to the second round?
I mean, I think so. I think I would consider that a big success on Eric Oren's part because, I mean, I'm just probably the best one of the three of us at asking questions. Yeah, dude, shout out Kevin Kellum again. Yeah, I think he is a little too comfortable with the situation. And going back to another question we received, Ed, who's the one comedian in Chicago that you would cancel forever? I love that I'm getting a chance to ask this question.
God.
And you can't say me.
Shit.
Forever. And I guess killing someone is kind of like canceling them forever.
You know what? I can't say names, dude.
I love it. I won't push you.
I'll tell you a story. I was talking about this comic, and I didn't say his name, but I left his name out of it. They were doing a bunch of Zoom shows, and they were like, I don't understand why I wasn't getting booked before the pandemic, based off of Zoom shows. And I kind of mentioned that, like, that's not the same thing. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
And they
I would agree.
off of me on Facebook. It's like, why were you talking shit about me? It's like, no one knew until you outed yourself here, bro. I think you're talking about anybody.
I gotta tell you too.
Names right?
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna name names right now, but believe me, I really want to.
Dude, and I couldn't agree more too about the Zoom shows. They are not even close to the same.
No.
Yeah, no.
You can't even equate it.
The
Let's see how your psyche does with this. Someone sitting in the front row. like this.
Yeah.
right? But that's
Yeah.
not an issue with
The
like,
pressure comes on. The lights get hot.
the trend over the past few years of comedy. Fucking what's the word I'm looking for? The fucking not
This is great radio, Chucho.
Oh, keep
Continue.
going. Keep going.
No, continue. We're not going to help you. I think he muted himself.
Now he muted himself.
He literally edited himself out of the moment because.
Okay, back.
Right, now the moment's over. That's what you have to deal with. Fuck off.
Okay, round 2.
So bad. The mic cuts off on yourself.
Get him.
It's not even the sound guy. It was the mic being like, no. Okay, my second round question or second quarter is, what computer do you use?
Okay, I'm gonna say there is.
I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. You know, Brad doesn't know shit about me at all with these softball questions. You jackass, I was right.
Get him!
Yeah.
Get him!
Secretly, Brad's the asshole.
Do you put your shoes on with sock shoe, or sock shoe?
Well, that's his questions are easy on purpose because you got to sing them.
Because you got to sing.
All right.
They're the escape valve in case one of our questions are too rough. There's too much.
I mean,
energy.
he's already talked about murder, so I don't.
That's true. That's true. All right, Chucho, what's your question?
Hey,
If they gave out Olympic medals for everyday type activities, what is a normal, mundane, everyday activity that you would win a gold medal at?
Okay. My question is, all right, you're going to invent a religion or a cult. What imagery are you using? Are we talking angels and demons? Are we talking giant spiders? Are we talking alien motherships? Like, give me some background. Are you like the head guru? Is it a conventional religion? I want to know how you're going to manipulate the masses.
And mine was, what type of computer do you have?
No one cares about your question, Brad.
I like Brad's questions.
Hey, you know what? Brad, I gotta throw you one, and this has nothing to do with you. The other two questions, just to be clear, has nothing to do with Brad's question. The other two are too tough to choose between. And
That's what I'm saying.
I want you to sing thing. So
What do you have a style you want me to play in?
Give me Mozart, A minor.
He can.
No idea what the fuck that is. Used to be a Mac, just to work on it. Now I use my girlfriend's old PC. Her old PC. It stands for a piece of crap.
I mean, the people everywhere are
OPC. Dude, that's the hit right there.
Oh, man.
A piece of crap.
It stands for a piece of
I
crap.
see why you turned around before you answered that question. You were trying to see if somebody was in earshot to hear you call their shit a piece of crap.
No, so no, she's stuck now.
Oh,
Her dumb ass
Look.
out in here for the podcast. Now she wants to leave.
my cat's always trying to get out of the bag. What can I say? All right.
See my dog's head right here.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
Okay.
can.
So you used to be Mac, now you're PC.
Yeah, I had a Mac, and then my other cat spilt a cup of soda on it, which I left on my bed like a drunken idiot from.
So it had nothing to do with the
a couple years
cat. Got
back. So that yeah, it was my fault. But I think the blame, like you piece of shit, but it was my fault, really, you know. So then after that, I was just like, shit. I had no computer for a while, and my girl works tech, so they upgraded her to a MacBook Pro, and she had this PC sitting around. Like, well, I'm gonna take that because I have nothing. It's hard to edit on an iPhone 12 or whatever. So,
Yeah.
We got a question here from one of our producers. Who goes from Mac to PC? I gotta agree. Although I will say that being in tech makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
PC way better than Mac.
A broke comic does that has no fucking money to drop $1,200 on a Mac. That's all.
Fair enough. Now I'm the asshole. Now I'm the.
Yeah. Hey, you want to help me out? Donate. At Towns.
Let's get Ben at Towns' Let's get Ed Townes' Venmo up on the ticker if we could. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's what we really need.
Oh man, this is great. I love the peanut gallery chiming in. Oh man. Okay. All right. So how are we feeling, everybody? Do we want to do another round?
Round 3.
Yeah.
Jump to round 3, which is our third inning. And my question, I'm coming off a roll right here. I'm coming off a roll because let's all remember that currently it's 1 Eric, 1 Brad, none Chucho. So I'm kind of tied for first. My question would be this: how's 2021 going?
If I were to ask all the people closest to you, what's the worst thing about you? What do you think they'd say?
Okay. All right. Well, going with the theme then, I've asked lots of guests this, and sometimes they take the bait. What are your 3 favorite things about me? And get specific, please.
Yeah, because this show is about us. It's not really about.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're interviewing you, but it's more about us.
You know what? I'm gonna take Eric's question. My 3 favorite things about him. 1, he stopped doing as much as stand-up and started singing because his stand-up was trash, right?
Fuck you, dude. Oh man. All right, that's kind of an insult, but I'll take it. That's one.
2. When he started grinding on Jeff Foxworthy, I saw his homophobia come out a little bit. You know
that was Chucho. That was Chucho. Doesn't count. Doesn't count.
But to explain that situation, I'm glad you saw that because most people didn't. It was very interesting that because Jeff had no idea I was about to do that. So for those watching, we were on a comedy show called Bring the Funny last year on NBC, where Jeff Foxworthy was one of the judges. And so, unbeknownst to Jeff, I jumped off stage and started twerking in his face with my feet up on the couch. And to your point, Ed, his first reaction was he went back. But then I don't know if he realized he was on camera, so he wanted to switch it, or if he was just shocked and then went out of it. But then he pretended to be more cool with it. And he was great afterwards. He was
like, oh, crap, I'm on camera. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
first initial reaction, if there's an emoji for a hard F word, you know what I'm saying? It'll be Jeff Foxworthy with your ass in front of him. I'm like, Jesus, Jeff.
I love it.
You can't take any ABC money to make me more woke?
Back to business, though. What are your 2 more favorite things about me?
I'll give. I still gotta give you 2. I mean, you were with Chucho when you did that.
Nope, doesn't count. Gotta do 2 more favorite things about me.
I'll tell you this. Eric's been doing comedy. Well, Eric's been trying to do comedy for a long time.
Yeah, I want to hear this story. I want to hear some pre-Brad stories.
But
fuck you.
But he was like one of the first dudes I ever met. Like when I really started doing open mics hard. Everyone had like a soft start in comedy. Like my soft start was 10 years ago. But when I really started working it hard, it was like 3 years, or like not 3 years ago, but 7 years ago, like 3 years in. And Eric was one of the first guys I saw. And I don't know if you guys know about, I mean, you guys all are in art, but when you start like stand up, everyone is out for their own. And he's like one of the first guys to kind of reach out to me and say, hey man, you're doing pretty good. So when you pass me up, can I open for you? He said those words specifically. And I was like, thanks, man. I'll try to look out for you. And I never forgot that day. And,
never happened.
I never looked out for him. But, I mean, it was good that he did that.
You fucking... All right, that's still 2. That's still 2, and it's a lie. Oh, you got to do one more.
Hey, he's a great jawline for a guy with his low self-esteem. I got to say that. I mean...
One good one.
A jawline like that. A jawline like that should be a senator and should be like slayed with a bunch of bitches around him. And I'm shocked he has a girl right now. So I mean, good for you, Eric. That's really
Ed, you got
your coverage there, buddy.
You got I completely agree, but Ed, you got a special way of turning 3 things that you like about me into 3 of the most cutting insults I've received in the last probably couple of years.
Yeah. But to further on this, because I don't want to move on just yet, Ed.
Me either.
Do you have any specific memories on trash stand-up jokes that Eric had?
You know, I noticed.
No, Ed didn't care enough.
No. He had this one goofy act out that always made me laugh, just because how flimsy he looked. It was about something about basketball and getting dunked on, how everyone holds each other's backs. And his legs would do this weird fucking, like, it was almost like the Elvis hip switch, but he was having a stroke.
Nope, not my joke. Not me.
I swear to God, dude.
Never had a joke like that. Never had a joke like that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope.
I remember to act out. And I would always
denying it.
I did have a joke about a urinal where I did stuff with my legs, but I never had any basketball-related joke.
Maybe it was a metaphor. I know it was you.
Maybe it was another comic, and you just don't give a fuck about me, just the way Brad doesn't love you. I thought we were buddies.
Don't try to brag. Don't.
No,
I thought we
don't
were
bring
buddies.
Me into this. Don't bring me into this.
Hey, Ed, I thought we were buddies. I'm going to pull out the big guns on these next couple of questions. Let's go to inning 4 or quarter 4.
Round 4.
Let's go, Ed. Come on, baby.
All right. Here's my question. Here's my question for round 4. And remember, you'd have to sing it for anybody who's just joining.
Yeah.
Do you have tattoos?
I'm gonna say that hand gesture, like, yeah, of course, that fucking shit question again.
We don't need this commentary from the peanut gallery.
Who's a musical artist people would be surprised that you dig?
Ooh, good question.
And no one would be surprised if it's Morrissey. I can already see her gears turning. All right. The next one would be... All right. This is a good question for you here. All right. Which do you find more sexually appealing? Young Hillary Clinton all oiled up playing spike ball on the beach. Young, like sexy Hillary Clinton. Like she's kind of fit. As fit as she ever had. I don't know. I don't know what she looked like. But think about that. Or current Goldie Hawn in a shrimp costume. Or Goldie Prawn. Which of those things is more sexually appealing? You don't actually have to have sex with either of them, but which of them turns you on more? And tell me why.
Hey, I'm sorry. I missed Brad's question. What was your question again?
My question was, do you have tattoos? And sometimes mine are yes or no's, but you can expand.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Chucho's question. Goddamn, what was your question again? I'm drinking right now. This is fucking terrible.
Who is no, this is the point of the show. This is why we ask it this way. Is
music, right? Music.
Yeah, musical artists people would be surprised that you dig.
I'm gonna tweak it, and I'm gonna tell you there was a good 2 summers, not anymore, but there was a good 2 summers. I was deeply into Hobo Johnson, and barely into Hobo Johnson. 2 summers. It was.
That's pretty good.
And what got you on that kick?
Fucking YouTube. Like, cause a song of his came in, the one he's singing in the backyard. Mm-hmm. With that band, it looked like a Tiny Desk concert, and I was
yeah,
like,
"That's what happened." At the Tiny Desk, yeah, or I think it's maybe that's a Tiny Desk submission.
Tiny Desk had a yeah, you don't think you heard it?
I can someone pull up a picture of Hobo Johnson? I can't picture this person, but I've heard the name.
I got it. Oh, maybe Wendy will beat me to it.
Like a dude.
Like you ever dated someone for like a couple years, and people looked at you like, really? But they were too nice to tell you, like, yo.
Yes. I did that in college. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone was like, yeah, I was wondering what's going on with you. Jesus Christ.
I hate that situation. Like after you break up with someone, people be like, man, I was waiting for you to break up. Why didn't you fucking say something then? Maybe I would have reevaluated. Yeah.
You ever do one of those where your friend breaks up with someone you didn't like that they were dating, and then you go, oh, good, they sucked, and then you didn't realize that they had already gotten back together with them? I do that a couple times a week.
No.
I put my foot in my mouth a lot. I feel like our producer Brad left us. Oh, he's back.
He might be looking for Hobo.
Oh, he's not in the street.
I think he's looking for Hobo. Yeah, I think that's what tricked me into Hobo Johnson was like it was a Tiny Desk concert. They had a bunch of fire concerts, and then Hobo came out. I'm like, well, this guy has to be good.
I went looking for Hobo Johnson, could not find him, unfortunately.
No worries, it's not that important.
Good. Maybe like, let's not make this accident happen again, and he's just deleted him.
Literally, it's like how the mic decided to cancel Chucho. We got here we
There he
go.
is.
Oh my goodness.
Wendy found it.
Oh my god. What kind of music is it even?
It is hip hop, kind of.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It-
Where's he
it-
from? This is not who I was picturing
Portland,
at
I
all.
think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No.
you're
Oh
neck
my-
of the woods.
Oh my god.
Hey, listen at
He's
your
more
own special.
popular than us.
Wait, so Ed, what's the Bangin' His Tobo Johnson song?
Dude, I
Also-
cleanse myself from him. I do not speak that man's name.
You committed.
But
Okay,
his
can
first
you-
album,
yeah, did you-
his first album I listened to a lot.
I was just gonna say maybe I missed this when I went looking for him offline, but did you explain why you stopped listening? Like, what happened that you were like, oh no more of this guy?
Yeah, good question.
The closest thing I put that to is like, you ever see someone cold quit heroin? Like they wake up one day and like they wake up to a dead body and a bunch of hookers. Like, this is it. And
Yeah.
they go to church and they go to rehab and they cleanse themselves. Yeah, that was me. I
Yeah.
just woke up. I went to my Prince catalog and started listening to Prince repeatedly. And
Yeah.
just got him out of my system.
That was
Purged it.
kind of
You
me. And
purged it.
that was like me and Owl City. I was like really all about Owl City for a long time, and then I woke up one morning. I was like, this is not for me anymore.
Why am I doing this? Yeah, dude, I did the same thing with oh god, who was it? Who's the stupid? He plays the harmonica a lot. John Popper is the name of the guy in the front. It's a band though. Blues Traveler.
Blues Traveler.
I don't know why, but for some reason I listened to them for like a month or two, and then I was like, wait a minute, I'm going down the wrong path, and I put an end to it.
That one song is very catchy though.
Hook brings you back.
Well, that's how it works.
Yeah,
That's
it
the whole
does.
point. Okay, we got. I want to let's go to round 5 because I feel like he's itching to sing, and like I can just. It's kind of a thing when you know someone as long as I've known Ed, you just start to kind of feel it between the two of you, and you can kind of know that he's ready to sing one.
Here's the thing: Ed has really obvious chemistry with all of us.
That's what I'm
Look,
saying.
here's the thing: you can tell that we're all longtime bosom buds.
So my question for the 5th period here is, who's your biggest influence in comedy?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna say, what is the worst fashion trend that you participated in?
And my question would be,
Jesus Christ, two good ones.
which Pokemon would make the sexiest human being, and what side of the gender spectrum would that eventual Pokemon be on?
What?
That's a good one.
Well, no, I'm not answering Eric's question because somehow I'm getting in trouble. Somehow, someone's like,
That
"You
was
can't
the
answer
You can
my-"
answer that. You can answer that the Pokemon is sexy and non-identifying. That's fine.
Nah, because I'm not gonna do that.
I think Clefable would make a really sexy chick.
Mewtwo might be banging.
Mewtwo.
don't
Oh
know
damn,
Pokemon.
Mewtwo would be hot. Sorry, I got into the wrong. You didn't choose my question.
Pokemon
Yeah,
named
who-
Mewtwo?
No. Mewtwo.
Mewtwo.
Picture the word new, like when you buy something
I do
new,
too.
but with an M.
Yeah, Mewtwo would be thick. Anyway, that's not the point.
Wait, I thought you were like my age, Ed. You know Pokemon shit? I thought that was after my time.
I mean, I got younger cousins, younger nephews.
Got you.
My shit was
I-
Magic the Gathering.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
me
shit,
too.
yes.
Oh shit! I gotta have some magic
All right.
questions now.
Who's that most embarrassing trend? I accidentally stumbled into this question.
Yeah, that was
That's
the
it.
most
So,
embarrassing fashion
At
trend.
one time, so at one time in my life, I had the do-rag with the Janko jean shorts,
Wow.
Fat Farm, all that shit, and also owned. I was a battle rapper, and then at the same time, I owned 10,000 Magic the Gathering cards, all at once.
Hold
I was
on.
very confused in high school.
And this was in your late 20s.
You were doing too many things.
I was just combining a bunch of shit to try to get pussy, just like.
Ed was like, Ed was like, maybe this will make me who I really am today.
No, but like I can relate, not on a fashion sense necessarily, but like that kind of living in two different worlds. Because I played basketball and football in high school, but I also played the cello in the orchestra and was a slam poet. So people were like, "What are you? Like you don't fit in with anybody."
Yeah.
So I get it.
I
Wait,
think,
so Ed,
I think most,
Ed, what was your battle rapper name?
Yeah, we gotta know that.
Eternal Truth. Eternal Truth. Everyone called me ET at school, and then I went to Columbia. I went to Columbia for like a battle rap thing. They had like a battle rap thing in Columbia College.
Columbia College? I went
was
there.
I did.
That's where we met.
Oh, thanks, Brad.
Wow, you've heard
Cheeseburgers?
of
I like cheeseburgers. Hey, Brett.
So
this is all really. This is me. I haven't trashed any comics.
Oh, dude, I know you.
Yeah.
That's up.
So Ed, were they calling you ET before you came up with that battle name because of your head size, or was that afterwards?
Yeah!
Oh!
Get him!
Wow.
Get him!
They
You look
call
like one
me-
of those little. Go ahead.
They call me ET because I got this weird venereal disease and my dick looks like his finger.
It's corkscrewed like a piggy tail.
But does it also light up? That's the real question.
yeah. It's called burning.
And it will most definitely send you home.
Yeah.
Gross.
It will most definitely send you home crying.
Gross. Okay,
I
wait, hold on.
gotta see
I need to rewind for 1 second. As someone who still currently owns several thousand Magic the Gathering cards,
Me too.
I need to ask the follow-up of what was your go-to deck? Like an elf deck, or like sometimes I
Green.
rock like a counter deck. Okay, use a green deck. Like
Elf.
was it
No,
an
I had my green deck was my favorite because it had the most rare cards in there. And I used to use green, white, red, like green, white, red, which was higher. So I used to rock with green and white or green and red a lot.
Got it. Yeah, a green and red combo is a pretty wicked, bizarre combo.
The hell are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
Oh my dude!
I got some cards here in my drawer.
How did you have those?
Because I recently went to my parents' house and I took all of my old cards. They're sports cards, they're Pokemon cards, they're Magic cards. Here's the thing, though. Pokemon cards, people are still paying a lot of... I made $600 selling Pokemon cards. Bottom line.
There's I just read an article after you had told me that you had done that, Eric, because I still have all my old like basketball, football, and baseball cards, and there are trends starting to happen that they say that the resale of sports cards is going to outproduce the resale of like sneakers.
I believe it, because right now I have some cards that are already getting valuable. It's crazy.
And like unlike sneakers, which wear out, people keep cards in stupid nice condition. And they're like, oh, this card's super worth money, so I'm going to keep it wrapped in a plastic bag and also laminated and also zip tied in plastic.
And like there's more people with cards than with sneakers who like have a whole suitcase sitting in their parents' house and they didn't preserve them perfectly, but they're sitting somewhere safe and they are perfect. And they just don't know what they have, and they're going to sell it to someone who's going to comb through it and make fucking dough on it, which
and
is
think about
fun.
that.
Yeah,
the people only have
card.
2 feet, but they can play more than one card at once.
That's the biggest laugh we've gotten from Ed.
Just when I started, just when I started feeling bad about shitting on Brad, he does that. I'm like, oh, you know what? Let's keep going.
Yeah, I can take it. I can take it for sure.
That's like, I expect that kind of knowledge to come like
We lost all of our viewers on that Brad comment.
Oh
It was
my
all
God.
my family, so now they're all gone. Like they were
My,
gone.
my mom tuned out weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right.
Okay,
So
do you guys think let's do one more round before we take a halftime, maybe?
yeah, we'll do
Let's
one
do-
more.
So this is round 6, I believe. So my round 6 would be this. How do you feel about sports? Get specific.
And I'm gonna say, what do you think your spirit animal is?
And my
And I'll
question
tell you
is,
why you're wrong.
oh, good. Okay. There's a part 2 to his. My question is, you are eating a whole bowl of soup out of a sneaker. What kind of soup? Which sneaker?
That's a new
all right.
question.
So Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm not into that spirit animal shit. I don't.
You
Like, I have
understand?
nothing on that one. I gotta go with Eric's.
Yes,
I gotta go with
baby.
Eric's. So
Yeah,
so
baby.
I'm eating New England clam chowder
Yeah.
out of Shaq's All-Star shoe. Because it's big enough for like 3 servings. Just, you know.
I love it. I love it. I'm eating broccoli and cheddar out of some Hardaways.
Taste the clam. I figured the clam chowder will help with the funk of the shoe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, no, because New England, the clam is kind of an acquired taste. So maybe that'll be.
It's got a gamey quality.
And Shaq played for Boston,
wait.
right? Like, so, like, this makes sense.
Eric's mom.
My mom.
Yeah. So, sorry.
Just
Was it
commented,
Eric's
said,
mom? Be nice to
she's
your
still
friends?
here. Be nice to your friends.
No, E. I'm still here. Be nice to your friends. Okay, Mom. You're
Wendy,
right.
who was
I'm
that that
sorry.
commented and- who was that commented and asked if somebody called for him? Yeah, who was?
Did someone call for me?
Cassiopeus?
I
Well,
don't know,
Cassiopeus
but
is saying that.
yes,
they
we
are
did
answering-
call for you.
And we did.
We did call for you. And if you have any questions for Ed, throw them in the chat. Okay, so you said chowder out of Shaq's All-Star sneaker, which is good.
I thought maybe Cassiopeus was Hobo Johnson.
Hobo Johnson's just cruising the internet waiting for someone to say his name. He's like the candy man
Y'all
of the
talking
internet.
shit?
Hobo Johnson, roll up.
Yeah.
Well, I would imagine he's following our pages and looking out for this show, so we should be careful about how much shit we talk.
That's true. That's true. Hobo Johnson forever. So we said, what did we say?
No, I need to find.
All-Star shoe.
That's what I'm saying. I have a follow up. Was there a year? Do you have a specific?
Well, back.
He's always watching.
He's
Hobo's
back.
always watching.
He's back.
Oh, you know what? Backtrack. You know who got me off of Hobo Johnson? My rehab was Mac Miller. That's who it was.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I didn't screenshot that
I got
Hobo
the
Johnson
Mac Miller
thing in
that
time.
next year.
Mac Miller, oh man, R.I.P.
good
Mac
Lord.
Miller. This is a good sidebar because Mac Miller was just getting the respect in real time that he deserved. Barely, like just right when he died.
Yeah.
Really too bad. Like he was finally making those like greatest lists,
So many
and then
good albums, like together,
Yeah, it was
whole
one of those
projects.
dudes that I never
Blue Slide Park, baby.
I never really like listened to him and was a big fan of his until I realized that a lot of songs that I liked that I didn't know who was the artist, like they just happened to be Mac Miller songs. And I
Yeah,
was like, oh, maybe I do
Yeah.
like this dude, but it was after he died that I really realized that I liked his music.
he was very good.
Yo,
yeah.
Eric, we should high five virtually because both our moms are here. Did you guys see that my mom was here too?
My mom doesn't love me.
Everybody's mom's here.
Put
Put
some-
my mom's gonna text me and be like, "What does respect mean? Did I do something wrong?" I love my
Yes,
mother.
Nancy.
She's wonderful.
Yes,
Okay,
you
no,
did.
no. My follow-up question before we got too distracted was this: was there a specific? So, Shaq was an all-star many of times, I'm guessing.
Yes.
So, was there a specific
Yeah.
team that he was the all-star on that you're eating out of his shoe? I just want to know, for the sake of if there's a color scheme to the shoe, and also, do we think he only wears all-star shoes one time, so they're not very stinky or
Yes.
sweaty? It's not adding a lot of flavor to
He
the
probably
shower.
wears every pair of shoe only one time because
I
he's a
got
big guy and it breaks down the cushioning.
No. Yeah. I have a specific shoe. This is gonna be an old cut for you guys.
The
It's the
hypnosis.
one. It's the one where he had the cell phone in the sole of the shoe.
Oh
Get out.
shit!
He gave it to Allen Iverson. Oh, this bitch works.
Oh shit!
Wow.
that
I remember that one.
So
Yeah.
are you like taking a drink of the soup, flipping it over, taking a call, losing soup, or you got to finish it all before you take your calls?
No. I'm gonna finish all the soup. I don't
Oh,
think
pretty
my time
sure
will
he-
be-
I'm pretty
He's finishing
sure
the
he
soup
wears
before he
size
dumps the
22.
body.
So wearing
exactly.
a size 22 shoe is a whole lot of soup.
No, but Eric specified
Yeah.
one bowl of soup.
Yeah, I did. He's
So
right.
it's like, to your point, Chucho, maybe you should have picked like Muggsy Bogues shoes. So for the idea that now we're getting a reasonable size container.
Right, then
for
the vessel is smaller. The vessel is the
basically
bowl.
you're gonna have the soup just spread out on the bottom of Shaq's suit. You're never gonna get. You have to scrape it out with your hand.
Although to be fair,
Well,
I don't know. Maybe Muggsy Bogues had giant feet. I don't know.
I hope he also wore size 22. Yeah, at 5'3".
Yeah, you're right. I'm assuming his height is the same as his shoe.
It's just huge hands and huge feet.
I'm making a lot of
Just like
assumptions about Muggsy
Muggsy
Bogues.
Bogues is just like a little hobbit with big old feet.
Just Gimondo feet. Okay, I think it's the perfect time for all of the people who at home who have joined us for happy hour. Cheers. We're going to take a quick halftime and show you our favorite new music video. So I'm going to take off all of our friends, and then I'll be able to play the video. But it's our newest music video that came out back in November. We were doing a comfort food drive with Lakeview Pantry. But yeah, get super excited. And you will see our latest music video that has a special. I'm not saying that it's us normal, but it's not us normal. So get ready and enjoy. I hope you enjoy.
You my comfort food when the world sucks. That's when I need you. Gray sweatpants, I'm in a bad mood. Sweatpants and comfort food, comfort you. You my comfort food when the world sucks. That's when I need you. Gray sweatpants, I'm in a bad mood. Gray sweatpants and comfort food, comfort you.
Had a bad day, had a bad day, had a bad day. Hit a bad mental pathway. Me out the window, that's a fast way. Watching Mr. Deeds is a slow way. Ain't no more work getting done today. Mac and cheese better than some foreplay. But if it ain't you next to me on the couch, it'll never feel like this shit will work out. I'ma just sit and wait for you to come home. Like a short dog who sees a tall shelf with a bone. I'll be watching every episode of my favorite show to take my mind off how much my job currently blows. The world sucks and I'm lucky that I have you, especially when it feels like it's too much to handle. When I'm blacked out, you light my candles. When I put my socks on, you tell me no sandals. Damn.
You my comfort food when I fall apart. You're my glue. Hot shower, I'm in a bad mood. Need a shower and comfort food, comfort you. You're my comfort food when I fall apart. You're my glue. Hot shower, I'm in a bad mood. Need a shower and comfort food, comfort you. Listen, when I have a bad day, gotta know what to do to pull me out the fray. Playing Madden all day long or walking on the beach with headphones on. I listen to myself rap. That handsome naked music, I listen to myself rap. Somehow it's therapeutic. Go for a taco, sushi, burrito. If I was a mutant, I'd side with Magneto. Random thoughts, just a reaction. I'm at a loss, need a new distraction. Know that I'm gonna be okay, okay, okay.
Get my comfort food when I get lost, you're my cue. Good music, I'm in a bad mood. Music and comfort food, comfort you. You're my comfort food when I get lost, you're my cue. Good music, I'm in a bad mood. Music and comfort food, comfort you. What do I do now? Where would I be without you now? My phone would never ring, I'd be late for everything. It set me back like 15 years. I'd Google using Bing, and I'd do it using dial-up. My laundry would just pile up. I'd take a major style cut. My nails would need a file, but that's not my life. I got that wife, she's a real G next to me, bringing out the best in me. Forget the rest, cause we stay in the nest and eat comfort food.
Yeah.
We back, and we back, and we back.
That was such a fun video to shoot because we were puppets, so it was really easy.
Yeah. So
That's the real question here now before we get going, Ed, is, I mean, tell us what you thought of the video.
What'd you think, dude? Did you
tell
like
us.
it?
Tell us you liked it.
Tell us it was good.
Did you guys
Tell us what you thought was
Did
good.
you guys do puppet? Hey, did you guys do puppet in blackface? I saw a black puppet in there, and I'm like, wait a minute.
No!
So okay, no.
Which puppet is this?
I'm glad you brought that up because we spent like 6 months searching for puppets, and we found the one for Brad and the one for Eric looked just like them. We could not find anything even close to resembling me. So the best we had was this puppet who was like a Mexican guy with a big old mustache.
Eric and I's are the young boy puppets,
Yeah.
and Chucho's is
yeah,
the uncle. It's like an uncle puppet. They're like, this is an adult.
Uncle Puppet's a dope name for a band, guys. Uncle Puppet.
Thank you, I am True Joy. But yeah, so see,
Yeah,
it's not blackface, but it is brown
But
face. Yeah.
Okay, but it's not. No,
That
no,
is
no. Hold
brown.
up. This is not a white puppet in brown face. This is a naturally born brown puppet.
And plus, Chucho's hands up his ass, so like, who's really inside?
Yeah, that's the real thing.
Who's really inside? Yeah.
So is it brown on brown crime?
I think it's totally like mutual.
If I was puppeting Chucho's puppet, it would be cultural appropriation. Did I get it right?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know
is a
puppet
great
law.
metal band name.
we gotta get the Muppet Babies on this case.
We need, we need to get some puppet lawyers in the mix.
My other favorite thing about this puppet is, like I said, it had a big old mustache on it, but we had to take it off. Oh, you can't really see because the green screen stuff. So it just has all this like white residue on its upper lip that we tried to cover up by giving it a 5 o'clock shadow. But yeah, I just got cum stains on my upper lip. Basically,
He does. It's pretty.
Oh, we have two people. We have two people who loved the video. By the way, guys, I just wanted to let you know.
I know. Shout out to
definitely a
people
cocaine
who've
puppet.
seen the video before and who.
Shout out to I'm True Joy and Shan3714 for loving the video. Ed hasn't really confirmed that he loved it yet.
I know, and I'm gonna need to know. You got so distracted by the puppet question.
I am a fan of you guys. All right. That's the only compliment you're gonna get from me.
Oh,
can I say something about that though? Can I say something? He's not lying. Because one of the few Chicago comedians who posted our stuff from Bring the Funny was Ed, and it said hashtag Chicago Comedy or something like that, which was super dope. I mean, I remember that, and I remember being like, that's pretty legit of this dude who he knows us personally, but he's not like, he hasn't been on a track or whatever. But I thought that was legit. So I never said thank you, but thank you for that, Ed. That was very legit.
You know what? Prove it, Ed. What's your favorite song?
It's that one that Eric isn't on. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
yes, you have one. Yeah.
Oh, wait,
it was a pretty good guess. Although that song sucks, so I know you're lying.
What's it called? From our
G6. It's
our very
my
first
G6.
EP, Latin Lover.
It's my G6.
G6 and Latin Lover. The two songs he's not on.
Oh yeah, dude! You guys both have. They both did a solo song on our early.
Yeah, you're gonna get uninvited for my mom's 4th of July party, Ed.
Oh,
you don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out.
Great party.
Gonna miss out on a white barbecue.
Just
damn, he's right. He's right. The barbecue sucks. The party's great. The barbecue sucks.
Just a bunch of unseasoned beef on the grill.
This is what you guys do during the day. You go to a black barbecue, and then at night you go to a white barbecue. You're gonna get a good base coat, and then you're gonna get fucked up later. That's the gameplay.
Oh shit, you're not wrong.
And later, you just need.
You're
food.
welcome, internet.
It doesn't really matter. You just need food in your system at that point.
Because white barbecues are just potato salad and hot dogs, where relish is the only condiment.
You're not 100%.
I mean, us
wrong.
up in Wisconsin will put our ketchup on it. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Should we do round 7?
Yeah, let's do round 7.
Quick before we get into round 7, quick shout out to Chicago for Real.
Yes,
for all the listeners.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you haven't, please subscribe to them. There's so many amazing shows that they're starting to put together now. You should really check out their entire lineup. It's pretty amazing.
Yes.
And
Awesome
stay.
core. Go ahead, Brad.
I was gonna say stay on after our show. There's gonna be there's awesome content all night now. We kicked off some fun Thursday night stuff. Oh, there's some people before us too, so we don't kick it off. But.
They just kicked off. They just launched a whole bunch of new shows. Follow them on Instagram, on Facebook, and you can find out a lot more information. But as guys who've been around the Chicago comedy scene, before the show, we were just talking about how we were proud to be associated with some of the other great content creators on the Chicago for Real network. Am I nailing the plug?
Yeah, you're killing it.
I think so.
All right.
All right, 7th inning.
Seventh inning.
My question for you, Ed, that you're definitely gonna answer. I mean, my longtime good friend Ed Townes is
buddy old boy.
Good old buddy old boy. What's for dinner tonight?
I'm gonna say, what was your MySpace background?
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is one of my probably all-time favorite questions, so we'll see if you want to touch it or not. All right. What would weigh more, a bowl of sausage, a bowl of bacon, or a bowl of oatmeal? Part 2, which bowl would you eat? Part 3, which bowl would you keep? And part 4, which bowl would you use?
I love this question so much.
I hate it because the answer is too obvious.
Oh my god! All right, yeah. Fuck you, Eric. Brad, you're up, my man.
All right.
Okay, what's the style? What's the style? And then the question is, what's for dinner tonight?
Maxwell R&B.
Okay.
Oh,
Specific
shit.
Well, I like it.
I'm hoeing it. But he's not playing, or at least we can't hear him.
Yeah, we can't hear your piano, Brad.
Oh no! Why can't?
I thought for a second that Brad was just really getting in the mood before he started playing.
Yeah.
I thought he was just kind of. Wait, I'm feeling the vibe. Hold on, feeling the vibe. And then he was going to launch into it. But.
Oh no! You can't.
There we go. You're good.
Can you hear my piano now?
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Garlic Parmesan, original hot, chicken wings on fire. Them chicken wings on fire. Straight out of Wingstop, baby.
Woo!
Straight out of Wingstop, baby. I just couldn't let it in because it was so good.
Damn, Ed, I didn't know you had it in you, dude. Honestly, that was a whole lot sexier than I expected.
Wingstop is overrated.
I love my chicken wings.
Whoa, no, disagree. There is a Wingstop right next to where I used to get my hair cut, and I would get wings every time I got my hair cut. Oh, it was the best.
Wingstop is bomb. Also, I also really enjoyed how you gave us one of these.
Right.
I mean,
I have AirPods. Honestly, I have AirPods. But I bought these out because of the singing part of the podcast.
Yeah, buddy. Okay, that was hot, dude. That was you had me impressed. That was good. That was not
Straight out of Wingstop, baby. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
straight Wingstop, baby.
We can't pass up the answer though. So lemon pepper is your go-to?
He said garlic parmesan.
Actually, I'm doing 3 flavors. I don't like the garlic parmesan just because I'm a singer-songwriter, also a comedian, so that flowed better with the song. But
Well, and garlic parmesan is the best choice.
Sure.
No, you're dead wrong.
No, it's a good choice.
I'm actually doing original hot. Lemon pepper, and they have fusion flavors, and now they have a lemon hot out right now for limited time. So those are 3 flavors we get tonight.
That sounds pretty good. Are you a teriyaki or a never teriyaki guy?
Teriyaki go fuck itself.
See, I like teriyaki wings. I guess I'm the weird one.
Teriyaki needs to be in rice.
Yeah. I'm like, I never order teriyaki, but if somebody else has it, I'm fine with it.
I'll have some.
I like teriyaki.
I want Chucho. Let's say there's several flavors out already.
Yeah.
I'll take a couple teriyaki, but I'm paying money for 3 flavors. That's the 6th man. It comes off the bench. Not
I love it. Teriyaki's the 6th man. I get it.
Yeah, and
lemon pepper and hot? Like, you can't beat those two.
I just disagree with lemon pepper.
I like lemon pepper, but I don't think I would put that in my top 3.
I wouldn't even. I would maybe have it.
And Wingstop is overrated.
Okay, but here's my follow-up that is very important, and I think I think there's an obvious answer: bone in or bone out.
Wait, what's the question? You cut out.
Bone in or boneless?
Bone in, you sociopath.
Yes.
Answer the question like that.
Okay, these guys always want to get boneless wings, and I'm always like, no, but whatever. Then we always get boneless wings. I disagree.
I'll have them either way. I like them either way, but if I have a choice, I'm going boneless.
Correct.
Bubba is incorrect, actually. Boneless. Mary, I love you. You're a wonderful woman, but you're
Mom.
wrong. Mary, I love you. You're a wonderful woman.
That's where he gets it from, his mother.
Yeah.
They're just easier to eat.
That's where he gets it from.
But the texture's different. You don't get the feeling of working for it.
I really hope that their two mothers are the only people watching us right now.
I also, though, I really do enjoy bone-in wings. Okay, it's not that I don't like bone. It's just that if I'm having some pizza and I want some wings on the side, I don't want to have to work for it. I just want to be able to shovel the food
You act
in.
like it's work. You act like it's actually hard.
I'm watching basketball. I just want to shovel it into the mouth. I don't want to think.
But they shouldn't be called boneless wings. If they called them what they are,
Call them boneless nugget bites.
Chicken chunks.
Boneless doesn't have to be in there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a chicken nugget.
So the important question isn't boneless or bone in, because I think we all agree that the answer is either.
Okay,
or great.
fair.
So the question is, in boned wings, do you prefer the drumsticks or the flats?
This is the question.
Flats.
Of course, flats. Of course.
Flats.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. When I'm cooking chicken wings, I'm tasting the flavor. I use drumsticks for that because I don't want to waste flats on just tasting
on the wrong flavor. That's
a good
I agree.
idea.
I actually agree with you on that 100%.
Yeah,
Found common ground.
Put it in a bowl, toss it in, take a bite. Oh, needs a little more of this, that.
Oh, so our viewers, anybody have any strong opinions on?
Yeah, everyone wants to know who
wants to make an argument for the.
I like how Bubba says any port in a storm.
Thank you, Kurt.
take whatever you can get. I get it.
I will say that we've now had 3 votes for boneless, and no one has said bone in. So
one of those votes was I'll take anything, so you can't count that as a vote.
Well, that I'll take too. And what about tenders? How do we feel about chicken tenders?
I love tenders, but call it a tender.
Well, because that's also an actual part of the chicken. It's actually like the part they cut out from under the breast. It's actually a real thing. Okay.
A tender.
Okay, then my last question is celery or carrots? Actually, I have 2 more. And ranch or blue cheese?
Ranch or blue cheese. If you're going to ask celery or carrots, tell you not ranch.
Blue cheese. Blue cheese.
Blue
cheese.
The correct.
You are a psycho if you go with ranch.
I mean, ideally,
the correct
both.
answer is neither.
Ideally,
I
both.
like wings that have flavor on it. Why are you drowning it in some bullshit?
Chucho, what are you talking about?
It's for the celery, my dog.
No, the
Oh
celery
no, we've started a problem now.
The celery is a palate cleanser. You don't dip that.
Oh, we went on the carrot thing.
Kurt, we get it.
Yeah,
Celery
I
and
don't care.
ranch.
I eat to me it's
Ranch. Yep.
It is what it is. All right. No, okay. I'll tell you.
See,
I'm a blue cheese guy, but Wingstop's ranch is something special. I don't know what kind of cocaine they put in there, but it
Have
is.
you
something
okay?
different.
Their fries off the chain. Have you had Wingstop's fries?
Fine.
Yo,
You ever had Wingstop's lemon pepper fries? You know you can get the lemon pepper.
yes, I have had those. I have had those.
With the ranch.
You could do that.
Chucho, do you remember when we were at that studio session until like 4 a.m? We got those fries and they were amazing.
I was drunk and high.
That's true. I was also drunk and high.
I do not recall.
well, that's why you're eating wings. I understand now.
Yeah,
okay,
get a little cocaine on them. The same,
should we
cocaine that's on my puppet's lips. Yeah, you get that cocaine on there. I'll eat all.
Well, it's because he's an uncle. He's an old uncle. You can't fault him. Should we go to our next round?
Thank you, Mary. You're
Mom. Oh, I like blue cheese. Okay, we could talk wings all night.
Yeah, we could. Clearly, that opened up a door.
We're going to come back to it. Okay, my next round question is, since I forgot what number we're on, we're just on the next round.
8?
My question is,
9?
you watching basketball?
Okay. I'm going to say, what is your least favorite thing about non-comedians?
Okay. And I'm going to say name and detail for me.
Oh, wait.
criminal.
Chucho.
Yeah, I said your least favorite thing about non-comedians.
Okay.
Like Muggle people.
I don't watch that movie or read those books, so I don't use that term.
Wrong. Okay, my question is, name and outline for me the criminal scheme, scam, or hustle
Stupid.
that you would be running if you had the balls.
Ooh, that's tough. Man, I almost want to say I almost want to tweak Chucho's question because
I like that Ed tweaks the question.
Yeah. Usually, Ed, we don't let people do that. But we're letting you.
Comedians to be more annoying than audience members lately, and maybe it's because I'm not out. But also, I do like that scheme thing.
No, speak on that.
You
Speak
don't
on that
wanna-
first
you
thing.
don't- Wait, you don't want to sing about basketball?
No, because it's obvious we all watch basketball, you jackass. I gave you that great Little Pepper song, that Chicken Wing song. You want more? Jesus.
That was
Christ.
fire. That was fire.
You just barely whet my appetite, and now I'm gonna need more.
You got Brad wet, and now he's getting dry.
Wet him up.
All right, so no, I will answer Chucho's question, but I'll expand on it then too. What I don't like about comedians, my least favorite thing about comedians is specifically now is work ethic. Lately, I would say, back in my day when I was growing up, it was like people just wanted to be good at comedy. That's it. So they got up a lot of times and really worked on their craft. And now there's this backwards thing happening where people are like, well, let me just not work on comedy. Let me get a following. And maybe I can bring this show to this platform and then I just get in that way, you know? And I'll see them on shows outside of the shows that they run. And I'm like, oh, they didn't work on this. They just know how to bring in a bunch of people to this one spot. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense?
No,
You know
it
what I'm saying?
doesn't.
I can bring in a bunch of people to this one. And it's just
This
like,
is what I was trying to touch on earlier when I was saying that comedy festivals bringing in YouTube stars to headline their festivals, they always buy them because it's a different format.
Yeah. And then as a comedian who's been working in their trade for a long time, and you have a great act, but you don't have those other physical things that make you a YouTube star, like a giant following that you could see at a submission level, and then you get passed over completely.
Yeah.
Because you don't bring, but you bring in all the other things that the industry needs to the table.
yes, yeah, exactly. It's on all levels. It's even like on my level, which I ain't really shit, and I'm not a YouTube follower and shit, but I'm out here and I just see these comics. They're like, I see them making moves. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm glad for you. Then I do a show and I'm like, oh, this is garbage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, you fooled the system. You actually look like
you don't have an act.
You actually look like you're good at this shit.
It's the same.
It's trash. I don't.
No, you go.
Wait a minute. I asked that question backwards about what I don't like.
But it was fine.
comedians.
I was interested in that too.
Yeah. So what I don't like about audience members or just non-comics, I just can't be myself around them.
Mm-hmm.
You ever had that moment where you're around normal people, like a girl will bring you around her friends, and you just say some shit, and everyone at the table looks at them like,
yeah, you take a left turn into the shadows, and they're like, huh?
You're like watching way too many episodes of really off-brand comedy lately, and you're like make a joke, and everyone's like, "That what happened?"
Oh.
I like not that long ago made a joke about us not taking care of our dog to a stranger who wouldn't get that I was joking because I take care of my dog really well, and later I was like, "That was weird. They probably think I don't like my dog now. That wasn't a good joke."
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the thing that really annoys me is when you're just having a conversation with non-comedians and you get to a point where you're joking about stuff, so you're kind of heightening a bit, whatever that bit is, but people who don't do comedy don't understand the process of heightening. So it's like after we're all 2 or 3 bits in, I feel like they're saying the jokes that I passed on because I didn't want to do. And I'm like, no, that's not, don't say this. So I'm like, okay, no, you say this now. You say this is all wrong.
Chucho's directing real life conversation. Here's the order of the bits, guys.
In my head, constantly doing that.
Oh, man.
a conversation dictator and shit. You say what you want, what I want, and we will have a great dinner on Saturday.
But it's only in his head.
If I've heightened a bit to the point where I've said out loud, like, I don't know, like, I killed my grandfather, and then you go back and you're like, oh yeah, and I tripped and fell. You're like, no, we've already passed the point where that would be a joke. Like, you got to keep it going.
Accurate.
I'm not killing grandfather. Okay, I do think, guys,
wait.
think.
There's one other thing I want to get out about. I don't like about comics is they're starting to lose the idea of context over words in comedy. Not all of them, but there's some of them like, you shouldn't say that word. I'm like, do you understand why I use that word? in the concept of the joke. I'm not saying it because I want to say it, or I'm looking to say it. I'm saying it to put some more oomph into this part.
It was a device to get you where you needed to be. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, that's not a big problem. That's a small problem to me because you'll kill it on a show, and then it'll come off like, yeah, you shouldn't use the words like, yeah, well, they didn't think so, right? So what the fuck are you talking about, really?
Yeah.
Right.
That's it. Sorry, I'm done.
Why can't I just scream cunt at the audience for my entire?
Okay, so
no.
I'm thinking we have time for one more round before our final round.
Or for the final,
Okay,
I love
right?
it.
I think so.
One more than the final. I love it.
All right, so my this is this round. Here we go. My question would be this:
Nth round, love it.
do you cook your own food?
I'm gonna go with if you could send a letter to yourself as a child, what age would you send it to, and what would you say to yourself? Only stipulation is you can't say how to get rich.
Okay.
Okay, and I have a slightly different style for you now. This is an SAT style analogy. Okay. Whales are to having sex. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I fucked that up from the start. Whales having sex are to traffic, as Benedict Cumberbatch is to what? And please explain.
Whales having sex to traffic is to Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange to
what and why?
I can't do it. I gotta go with
Do you want to think about if you cook your own food?
Hey, Chucho, you didn't win. You just didn't lose. All right.
That is the perfect description of my career too.
He's okay with that. He's okay with not losing. Does not compute. Hey, you know what? If it doesn't compute, then you were never going to be able to answer it.
So my question was, if you could send a letter to yourself as a child, what age would you send that letter to, and what would you say? The only thing is you can't tell yourself how to get rich.
I would send my letter to myself at 16. It would say, stop battle rapping, sell those magic cards, and write jokes.
And clearly, based on real life, that is not a way for you to get rich. So that's
obviously not. I don't have a MacBook Pro. Sorry, I'm a Mac to PC.
I got a follow up though. One, can we find your battle rap anywhere? Like, are there videos of you?
No.
Is there video? Because
yes, there is somewhere.
No, there's nothing.
And two,
somewhere you got ET getting destroyed.
Do you
by
ever
some white boy?
I might be able to refresh a 16-bar verse for you guys.
Yes.
It sounds like someone wants to be on a track.
No. Well, maybe.
Would it make you feel better to know that I produced the tracks? Best friend, do you see my name?
Yeah. Can you delete that, please?
Oh yeah, it's confusing to people that it.
I screenshot it. We'll tweet out later. It's fine.
That's better. It's confusing to people that it even says my first
there
name.
You go.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. That's a good call.
Now it's more obvious. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, I could explain that. I could explain that. I couldn't say Brad's. I could explain Brad as BFF. I could explain that.
Yeah.
I'm changing mine too.
I really want to hear this. These 16 bars.
I know. I really need to. I was gonna ask. Do you have any stand-up bits, or have you over the years about your battle rap? And do they include rap? And could you do it for us?
No. I didn't have. I had anything that included rap, but I did have a bit about how how people would fuck up back in the day, and it would hold people accountable. Like people saying some shit on Twitter.
Yeah.
People saying shit on Twitter, and then like 15 years later, it comes back to get them. And it was all about growth. And that's how I brought out the whole, I used to be a battle rapper and all this other shit. So it was like, you can't hold someone accountable because they grow and change. And that was my whole thing. I think it was Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, it was Mark Wahlberg because he did all that racist shit. He did all that racist shit in Boston. I'm like, yeah, but he was in Boston. Like, I think he was legally required to drop the N-word one time a day.
No,
Yeah, otherwise he would have been kicked out of the city.
Like,
Chucho hates Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, boy.
Because of that shit. He blinded, I believe, a Vietnamese teenage girl by hitting her with a 2x4 or something like that. Like, fuck Mark Wahlberg.
Chucho, do you know how racist Boston is today?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not an excuse.
Yeah.
So that's
not
like
an
saying
excuse, bro. I mean,
that's like saying you can't blame Trump because of how racist America is. Yes, the fuck you can.
He's right.
No. Trump brought it out. No, Trump brought it out. They were there all the time.
True too.
It's just they just needed a flare gun to get the signal out. You know what I'm saying? It's like that man's always around. You just need a signal to throw it up, and he'll show up. You know what I'm saying?
So is it the same thing with whatever Eternal Truth? Is there a 16 always around?
No, that guy's dead.
Where'd you grow up, Ed?
Logan Square.
Oh, so you did let them little white boys murder you in them rap battles?
No. See, you gotta realize I'm 36. They weren't white when I was younger.
Yeah, right.
Gentrification didn't happen back then.
I think because Calvin Evans is from that area too, right? Because I think he said something about Logan. Maybe I think it was him that said something about that area, and I had the same thing where I was like, "Oh, you grew up in that area?" He's like, "Nah, that's not the area I grew up in."
Nah, it was different. I saw my neighbor get shot like when I was like fucking 8 years old.
Oh, perfect.
I also got robbed at gunpoint at 8 years old too, which is very hilarious in hindsight. I was 8. Like, what the fuck were they gonna get out of me?
What are you taking? Like, what are you looking for?
Magic cards, Pokemon cards.
These are gonna be hundreds of dollars.
But it's not only what are you.
Is it worth the felony charge? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not just what are you taking from an 8-year-old. It's why do you think you need a gun to rob an 8-year-old?
Just tell them you're an adult and give me what you have.
Ed developed early.
Yeah. Are you ready for our final round, Brad?
Early bloomer,
yeah, but before we do that, we should do a little unfinished business.
Yeah.
Honestly, Eric, do you want to explain unfinished business? I can explain it, whatever you guys want.
This is a place for Ed. If you have any questions for us, for any of the people watching, if you have any questions, I know Bubba 182 did not understand my last question. Look, if you need any clarification, now is the time. Also, Ed, this is the chance for you to plug anything you have coming up. Just unfinished
plug your
business before we
pages.
do our final round. Do you have any unfinished business?
Yeah, Ed, do you have any questions for us or follow-ups? Yeah, you.
Well, the one question is to Eric. How much drugs did you take to write that question?
Here's the thing. Look, my questions are intentionally going to put you up on the ropes, right? You're not going to always know how to answer my questions until that one comes along when you're like, oh shit, I totally know how to answer that question. You know? They're just
my
weird.
nose started bleeding when I was thinking about it. I was just like, this doesn't make any sense.
We did this. We did the show with Josh Johnson, and man, a couple of my questions really had him on the ropes. He was unsure how to respond.
Yeah, by the end, Josh was literally like so broken and so like he like turned to Chucho and I was like, I don't understand how you guys have dealt with this much exposure to this human over. We've been around since 2013, so 8 years. How have you dealt with this much exposure? Because I've seen very sober Eric, and the brain is the same. It functions very similarly. So
smart, dude. Wicked smart.
All
right, is it time for our final round?
Yeah, I think.
I mean,
unless Ed, do you have anything you want to plug?
It, right?
Yeah, Ed, plug your stuff.
No, we missed that time. No, we're good.
The Comedy World's. Yeah, the Comedy World's open. I need this, Chucho. Don't do this. Don't take this from me. The Comedy World's opening back up. Comedy World's opening back up. Follow me at Ed Towns on Instagram, at Ed Got Jokes on Twitter, and just send me a friend request on Facebook, Ed Towns. But Tuesday I'm at the Laugh Factory, 7:30. Get your tickets. They're gonna sell out because they're doing limited capacity. Friday, I should have looked at these dates beforehand. Friday, I'm at a northern suburbs at this place called Madame Zuzu's. Apparently, the lead singer of Smashing Pumpkins owns it. What's his name?
Pumpkin Smasher.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
bald, pasty guy.
Yeah, if you look up lead singer Smashing Pumpkins, wine and tea bar, north suburbs, it'll pop up. Madame Zuzu's or some shit like that.
Love
yeah,
it.
and more dates are going to be coming out. So, yeah, just follow me on all that stuff and then come out to the live show. If you feel
Awesome.
safe, I don't want to force. Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like we did have a question come in. It's a very interesting question.
Your
from Bubba.
guilty pleasure.
He asked, who is your guilty pleasure? Not
Yeah,
what.
yeah.
Who is your guilty pleasure?
He or they.
Who is my
He or they, yes.
Ooh.
Bub.
I got to think about this. What's the weirdest shit I jerked off to recently?
Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. Oof,
I don't know.
Doesn't sound like
you know
there's a
what?
hot
I'll tell you
one in
this.
there.
I think it's it is a hot one because I would just hate fuck her.
All my
that
answers are
blondish
like
that's
Jeff
so
Van Gundy.
pro-Trump.
Is what?
He said someone that was pro-Trump.
Yeah, the hot blonde girl that was pro-Trump. Tori, what's her name? Tommy
Green?
Lauren? Whatever her name is.
We froze on the hot blonde girl that was pro-Trump. But I heard it.
Yeah. Tommy
Yeah, no,
Lauren?
Oh,
Billy Corgan. There we go. Billy Corgan. First off,
Tommy Laren.
Billy Corgan isn't my guilty pleasure I want to fuck.
Yeah,
Let
it
me
is.
clarify
Nope,
that
we're moving
first.
on. Final round.
All right, Billy Corgan, Ed Wood, Billy Corgan. All right, final round. This is the elephant in the room, Ed. This is what we do with every guest, okay? This is where you get your chance to get revenge. Now, the members of Handsome Naked, Eric, Brad, and Chucho, fuck, marry, kill, as much detail as you can provide. How would you fuck them? How would you kill them? And why would you marry them?
All right. Fuck, marry, kill.
Wasn't thrown by that
I'm
at
gonna
all.
fuck Chucho.
It had no reaction.
What?
No, I'm ready for it, baby.
Yeah.
I'm going to fuck Chucho.
Okay.
You know, he's Latin. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fair lover. We're going to go back and forth. We might have good hit movements. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. Love it. Okay.
You know, I'm gonna marry Brad.
That's smart.
So let me tell you, hey Brad, before you get too hyped, let me tell you why. I've been abusing this guy for so long, I know he can take it. So in that marriage, I can do whatever I want to. Like, shut the fuck up and clean the dishes.
Because you know there'd come a point with me, there'd be hands. There'd be fucking hands. I fucking...
I'm not going to get to that point.
No, there'll be hands, 100%. I would kill you, Eric, from that psycho-ass question you asked me. There's something deeply wrong with you that needs to be exterminated.
Well,
take you out, dude.
Say, very, very different rationale, but that
pretty common answer.
Common answer is, what you just gave.
Yeah, I either usually get killed or fucked. I never get married.
Yeah.
Brad has never been fucked.
All right, well, Ed, thank you for the thorough answers. Thank you very much for being on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, follow Ed Townes at Ed Townes on Instagram. And on Twitter, it's Ed Got Jokes, at Ed Got Jokes. Right, Ed? Is that correct? Awesome.
Yes, you got it
You
right.
can find...
Please keep watching Chicago for Real. There's
Yes.
a lot more good content coming up right after us.
Yep, and big thanks to all the producers and everyone who watched the whole time. And a huge thanks to Ed Townes, our hilarious guest. Thank you very much for being here.
Thanks, Ed.
All righty. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, dude, what a guy. Oh, yes, I keep doing the same thing. Guys, my
We
best
did it,
friend,
y'all.
Ed.
That was a great first episode.
Him and I have gone back for like years now.
No.
Yeah, dude, I know. He's he's a longtime buddy. And now that he's not on the show, we can really tell the truth, which is that Ed is just the biggest sweetie, a sweetheart. And if you're a non-comedian, he wants you to talk about bits, and he wants you to talk about what he should and shouldn't say on stage, and he wants you to come to him with all of those feedback.
And send him boneless wings.
And it's interesting because, you know, he talked about you when you were a young comedian, you know, giving him the green light to go. But like the reality of the situation is he shows up to my Friday night improv show every week and is just begging to get stage time. Like he's kind of a sad guy. Yeah.
Got him. No, here's the bottom line. Ed Townes, hilarious dude. Love him. And he's pretty fun to razz, so we're hoping to have him back sometime soon.
Man.
Guys,
And I hope he has a 16 coming up. I hope he does some bars. That would be awesome.
a hot 16. We have a guest, a tentative guest for next week too.
I know.
Right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
Yes.
who is it?
Yeah, next week, it looks like we're going to have comedian extraordinaire Dave Hellum. I guarantee he's going to be way better than Ed Townes.
Oh, don't say that about my best friend.
Dave, comedian and writer extraordinaire now.
Yes.
He's in LA writing on everything.
Yeah, writing on some Disney
don't say that
shows.
about my
Writing
best
on, he's yeah.
Oh yeah,
All
I'm
right.
excited.
So
This is another one of my best friends next week that I've definitely met before and won't meet right before in soundcheck. Kind of want a lot of his. But yeah, we should, before people go, we should tell them where to follow us. And also, as we go out, I was going to play Heat Check because I think it's one of our best music videos and people loved our music video.
Every week we're just
tell them
Go
where they
ahead,
can
Brad.
find us.
Sure, you can. No, you do it, Eric.
we're still ironing out the kinks, baby. Listen, you can find us everywhere that the phrase "handsome naked" is searchable because no one wanted that name on any other platform, as it turns out. If you Google Handsome Naked, all of our stuff will come up. If you go too many O's into the Google, if you go too many pages in, you might find some porn, some questionable material. But search for Handsome Naked on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any social media, and you'll be able to find us, and we'll be back every Thursday at 5. Did I miss anything?
No, you nailed that. That was really dope.
I wasn't listening.
I hate you. No, you nailed that. That was awesome. Go follow us, Handsome Naked. We'll see everybody next week on
Triple teamed with Handsome
Triple
Naked.
Team Handsome Naked for happy hour.
Shout out to Chicago for real.
Yeah, Chicago for real.
In post, if it don't look good, I'ma fix it. In post, in the post. If my life ain't dope, I'ma fix it. In the post. If it don't look good, I'ma fix it. In post. If my life ain't dope, I can fix it. In the post.
Like a real all-star. When you hear my voice, are you a believer? What you're hearing is not a test. The single take was clearly the best. I was never stressed. If I trip up on my rhyme, I can fix it down the line. Modern hit construction, music, post-production.
My essence sound weird, bro. Yeah. Can you DS me in post? Oh, seriously. Can't do the lyrics that I hand wrote. Okay. Did I rehearse? No. Flooping up the words all the time. Can't even get it right rhyming. Rapping off beat and I'm not even close. No problem. Just fix it in post. 2 and 3 and 4.
If it don't look good, I'ma fix it. In post, in the post. If my life ain't dope, I'ma fix it. In the post.
Hey, Jen. Fix it in post.
If it don't look good, I'ma fix it. In post. If my life ain't dope, I can fix it. In
I'ma shoot it 4K and fix it in post. Get the angle off slightly, tilt in post. Performances height and do the most. That's the only thing I can't fix in post.
Fix your face, man, what is you doing? Stop looking at the camera, cause then we can't use it. Take 54, gotta expect it.
Well, I changed.
Just color correct it.
Pod in the background, crop it out. All my GPs know what I'm talking about.
What if my face is all broken out? What if my hair game is not on point? EO, save the joint, work the punch.
Catch me with a slider 30 inches on the push. Hope to reach a little wider, couple mentions on the book.
In post. If it don't look good, I'ma fix it. In post, in the post. If my life ain't dope, I'ma fix it. In the post.
Neglect the
If it don't look good, I'ma fix it. In post. If my life ain't dope, I can fix it. In the post.
Ooh, hashtag blessed with my hashtag bestie. Pop a story on the gram. Damn. Filter game Brita, fam.
Posted a picture unedited.
real no filter, please repost.
Not social or media etiquette.
Link in comments, humble boast.
Didn't proofread what I wrote, autocorrect it.
Thank God for the edit button, use it the most.
Despite the content negative, press confess.
Don't check the edit history of my post.
Please don't. Coming up with some brash brags. Don't forget to use hashtags. Tried typing, got cashbacks. Ended up hot trash rags.
I'ma fix it.
I'ma fix it.
If my life ain't dope,
Alrighty. First sound check test of the new voice recorder.
The new cell phone. Good afternoon, Chicago.
Good afternoon, Chicago. All right.